What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we here to see how beautiful the day is and talk about when a beautiful person comes into your life, when a phenomenal person comes into your life unexpectedly. So I would like to share my experience and talk about it, and hopefully, you know, this will open up for some of you guys to talk about it and then share and express or, give insight some way, somehow. So, you know, I want to ask the fellas. Ladies, you could definitely chime in. But fellas, you ever been focused and just enjoying life or dealing with life, you know, just in your own space, and unexpectedly a woman comes into your life and just grabs your attention, grabs your soul, grabs your mind, grabs your thoughts, grabs your spirit. And maybe grabbing is not the perfect verbiage I should be using or terminology, but if you can think for yourself, then, use whatever you like, use whatever, situation or however you want to word it to your liking. Just swap out whatever I said and use what you like. But just this person comes into your life and just embodies everything that you dream about, you think about. At least that's what it's coming off as, right? It's coming off as, wow, if I had a woman like you, I only dream of a woman like you, I only think about a woman like you. And you get an opportunity to share space with this person. Phone conversations, FaceTimes, texts, memes, whatever the case may be, you just in a great space with it. And y'all vibing, y'all connecting. And the conversation is amazing. The the thoughts, the mindset, the frequency, all of that, clicking on all cylinders, everything. She got you like feeling ways you never felt, thoughts you ain't really think about or like really dive into, do a deep dive, and you just like in awe, and you're loving everything about it. Heart beating at 1,000 beats per second. You waking up and you like, hey man, this is the only text I'm looking forward to. The only conversation I'm looking forward to having today is with her, is with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you experience this for however long you experiencing it. It's months, it's years, and they just go cold turkey for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and by the way, it's long distance. This person is whole nother state. You got to drive. You got to take a flight. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some work in for this person. You know what I'm saying? But it's a masterpiece. So this masterpiece, whether it was created with you and her, whether it was somebody else's masterpiece and they didn't appreciate it or value it as much as you value it, but you got to put that work in. So, fellas, how you know when she the one, when that's your person, when you ready to show your hand, go all in. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, hey, I'm gonna show up for you. Even if I'm not at my, even if I feel like I'm not at my fullest potential for you, yeah, risk it all. Stand 10 toes down. Like, I'm gonna figure it all out with you. Like, you worth that to me. I don't care what your, like, we gonna take into account your past, my past, and everything like that. But with you, yeah, I'm here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Almost to like death do us part. That's what I'm thinking about when it comes to you, love. You know what I'm saying? So like, find out all her interests, You know, all of that surface level stuff, basic color, favorite foods. And you like, oh yeah, this your favorite restaurant? You gonna look up the menu, you see the prices, you know, the type of ambiance in the establishment, and you like, man, I'm gonna create this for you at the crib, or I'm gonna set up a situation where, you know, fly you out, I come get you. I ain't even tell you pack no bags. It's a surprise. Like, you know, just get in the car. I'm gonna take you here. Blindfold, no blindfold. You know what I'm saying? Like, we we gonna figure this out and just like show a good time and put on to something you created. You like, you really like, yo, I'm going all out. Make the reservations. You know, surprise her. You know, woo her, whatever the case may be. Show her like, yo, with you, I ain't playing. Like, this is something I want to do, and I don't want to just do it as a one-time thing. Like, this is something I could do for you at any given moment when I'm ready to, you know. And for you, I want to do this for you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter about if I've done it for anybody else. My focus is on you. It doesn't matter who's focused on me, who's interested in me. I'm focused and interested in you, love. So, you know, let's enjoy where we at right now and create and build, you know, from there. And it's like you saying all the right things, she saying all the right things, and then for some reason, or not even just you know, because everything ain't always gonna be good. It's gonna have its moments, and that's one of the beauties in a and building a foundation with somebody else when you're, if that's what you really want, if you really want love and to have a forever after with someone else and be in love and create and build and travel and do all those things, like, it's gonna take work. You know, faith without works is dead. Nothing worth having comes easy. You know, think about all the levels that you aspire to have in life, all the good things that you have in your life. There was a point in time where you didn't have it, and you put in that work to go get it. So, fellas and ladies, when that amazing person comes into your life, how much work are you willing to put into it? You know, put into showing up for that person just like you show up for yourself. Because when you show up for that person, I mean, this is just my thoughts, my feelings, of course. This is not law. You know, I I just feel when you decide you're gonna give yourself to somebody, your time, your energy, open up your mind and your heart and be vulnerable and things of that nature with someone, that it comes with work. There's gonna be times when you don't want to. You don't want to open your mouth and say nothing. You don't want to think about if this is gonna rub the person the wrong way or how this person may take it. But when you go to work, you got to show up. You got to put that work in, and you may not even want to technically do that job, but you have to because you made other commitments, and you need this job to have that commitment, right? So with having a relationship, with building with someone, if you really want to be with that person and you feel like that person, you gotta really give it some time. For you gotta give some things some time to develop. And yeah, there's gonna be some similarities and some things that kind of like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to deal with this. I shouldn't have to deal with this. But when you think about it, there's certain things that you're gonna deal with in every relationship. No matter who it is or how long it is. Like, you wanna forever after with somebody, it's gonna be those times where they annoy you. There's gonna be those times where they don't say the right things. There's gonna be those times where they don't respond the way that you want them to respond. Or they don't show up the way you want them to show up. But the work and the beauty of it is, hey, no matter what, the good, the bad, the ugly, this person here, this person really does show up for me. This person really does make time. This person really does try to love me the way I want to be loved or treat me the way I want to be treated. And if you can't properly express how you want to be treated, you can't expect someone to treat you the way you want to be treated. Yeah, there's some things that's like, wow, I didn't know I like this or I needed this. But when you know you and you spend time with yourself and you know what you like and you know what you're not going for and all of that, then those are the things you can help set the foundation and the baseline and allow that person to love you the way that they know that they can love, and let them learn how to love you during that process as well. Like for me, granted, yeah, you want people to be stable, right? And just in my life, I've been stable multiple times, but I've been more unstable than I have been stable. And I've learned more about myself and learned more about life and learned more about people and the opposite sex and the opposite sex than, when I was unstable than when I was stable. Because when I was stable, I was comfortable. I was operating in a comfortable space. A little routine, wasn't doing much, wasn't doing this. But when you not stable and things are not in position the way you want it to be, you're subjected to being more open to seeing things from a different lens and vantage point and things of that nature. So when I just feel like when getting to really know somebody and committing to, I'm gonna get to know you, I'm gonna get to show up for you, I do want to love you, I really want to love you like this, and I really feel like you're my person, and that's my mindset. Like, yo, this is how I'm coming, this is how I'm showing up. Like, yeah, I know I didn't do this in my past relationships. I know I could have did this better, I could have did that better, and these are some things that in my past relationships and relationships where it's not, and friendships, any type of shit, like these things have been expressed to me and said to me about my character or about how I move, how I go about things. And, if I just want to be a better person for myself and for my favorite person or, my children or whatever, I got to put the work in. We're constantly always evolving. So if you want things to be perfect all the time, you know, it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling, but I really want to know, fellas and ladies, like how you know your person is your person. I've heard so many stories, so many opinions. Recently, I asked somebody like, "Hey man, how you know she was the one?" Yo, his reaction was priceless. Priceless. I loved it though. It was just real. It was authentic, man. And he was just like, man, it wasn't love at first sight. You know, but they still rocking. They still rocking. They work through it, man. They got time in. I'm talking over a decade. And then, I read an article. There was it an article? I came across some information about a couple being married for 60 something years before, you know, one of them passed away. And it's like 60 something years with somebody, man. That's what you talk about, to death do us part, forever, for life. And it's like, it ain't always gonna be a bed of roses. It ain't always gonna be peaches and cream. It ain't always gonna be perfect. Perfect is what you guys make it. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to ignore the outside noise and, focus on what it is y'all trying to build. You both are trying to build together and things of that nature. And it's like, I'm locked in with you. I'm committed to you. So how do you know for sure when your person is your person? How do you know for sure that that is a journey, a chapter in your life that you're ready for, you ready to embark on, you really You in it for the long haul. Like, hey, hey, you see you. I ain't playing about you. I'm coming. I'm vulnerable. I'm showing up. Armor off. I'm coming naked. Like, what's up? Like, I'm telling you, this is how I'm coming. Like, I felt like this. As a man, too, is like, it ain't easy for us to be vulnerable. It's not easy for us to feel safe and open up and say certain things. So, fellas, how you know she that one? She that one you can cry to. Like, yo, babe, today ain't the day. I ain't feeling myself. I just want to bawl tears, crying, like I'm hurting inside and let it go. Like, how you know when she the one you just want to let it go for, and you just, I don't care if you, like, I don't care for you. I'm letting it all hang out. I'm bearing it all right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you, I feel like I could be emotional with. I could feel safe. I could talk to and tell you all my intrusive thoughts and all of my dark thoughts and all of my, you know what I'm saying, secrets and all of that. Like, I really ain't trying to carry it to the grave. What I'm carrying to the grave for? It ain't beneficial. I'm gonna hold on to it and be miserable and, not give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, how do you know when your person is your person? You understand? Like, is it something that they're doing or not doing? Is it you thinking so much about your past situations that, you know like, even with thinking about your past situations, how much of that is constructing your current situation, right? Because if you're giving room for somebody to be themselves and see if you guys are compatible and if you guys connect for real, how much of your past situation gets in the way of that, or plays a part in your current situation? And I'm just asking because, you know I've had some success in some of my situations, and I've definitely had some failures. And I'm not perfect, nor am I. I'm not trying to be. I'm not. I'm not trying to be this super perfect, cliche as person. Like, we have faults. We have things we are always going to constantly be working on and evolving. It's like, my person is out there, and there's times where I felt like I found her, and man, sure, there's this woman, man. I ain't gonna lie, she was on my mind, crazy. Open up to her, the way I opened up to her, the way she made me feel, man, like, and I ain't gonna get into too many details, right now. A conversation for another day, but you know, I knew I ain't want to lose her. I knew I'm willing to go all in to do what I had to do, and that's how she made me feel. That's how she made me feel, and I realized that's something I want. I want someone that inspires me that sees me where I'm at and sees that I'm already working on myself. I'm already working to be a better man, a better person. But just knowing that her grace, her space, her time amplifies that even more, man, that feeling right there, beautiful. It's beautiful. Just like me sitting outside on this sand with the water, the ocean, the waves, the clear blue skies. I'm not trying to rub it in for any of y'all, but I know some of y'all need this right now, wherever you at. So, but definitely hit me in the comments. Let me know when you felt like you had your person or you knew it was your person, and how y'all got past. How did y'all get past the outside noise? How did y'all get past the past stuff that could have, the trauma, the drama, the toxic behaviors, the toxic energy, the toxic words that you had in previous situations, and you knew, like, for my next situation to be my last situation and my best situation, this is how I'm coming. I'm no longer doing this. This is what I'm implementing. This is how I'm moving. Even if I haven't been practicing it right away. This is how I'm going to practice from here on out. And with you, I want to experience this and have this experience with you, and I want you on this journey with me. And this how we coming. This is how we moving. Forget what everybody else talking about. Forget what everybody else have. All of that stuff is good, but what we building, what we have, our connection, our vibe, our future is what we doing together. And we gonna work this out. We gonna stick it out. We gonna do that. I really want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your experiences. So if you got my number, hit me direct. But I definitely would love to hear y'all just get active in the comments. You know what I'm saying? It's mad mixy. I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate your time. And I look forward to, you know, piggybacking off of this episode, this topic, and diving in a little bit deeper and more into it. So be sure to share this, like this, subscribe. I appreciate everyone that subscribed so far. I appreciate everyone commenting, viewing, hitting me directly. And it's just up from here. It's just gonna get better. So I appreciate you guys joining me on this journey of me getting in front of the camera, me talking, me expressing, you know what I'm saying, me getting to be myself and show y'all a little bit more who I am, what I'm about, where my mind at, experiences and just life. And I want to hear about y'all. I want to connect with y'all. So let me know, cause man, your Mr. or Mrs. Right might be in the comments. You understand? It might be in the comments. It might be in the views. But if you don't put that work in, if you don't show up for yourself, don't ever expect someone to show up for you. And even if someone shows up for you, if you never show up for yourself, then they might not continue to show up for you. And you showing up for you might be the reason why somebody starts showing up for themselves. And then that might be the way y'all connect, is because you started to show up for you. And that person saw you showing up for you, so it showed up. They start showing up for themselves. And now y'all showing up for each other. Hey man, that's beautiful. That's man, that's a story. That's an experience. That's relatable for so many people. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all. Peace, love, grace, respect, guidance. And until next week, it's Mixie.